Hola.
Hi.
Bienvenidas a Super Mamás.
Super Mamás.
This is Paulina.
And this is Bricia. We're moms and sisters.
I have two beautiful girls, Krista who's 4 and Sabrina who's 1.
And I have a handsome baby boy, Eduardo Santiago. And we welcome you to the Super Mamás Sisterhood.
We're here to help one another, inspire one another, and support each other through the ups and downs of motherhood.
I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Okay, ¿listas?
Here we go. Hi, Super Mamás. This week in the podcast, we have Sarah and Yvonne, founders of MomsLa.com. Oh my gosh, ladies, we had so much fun taping this. We laughed so hard and so much throughout the entire episode. We ended up talking about birthday parties and husbands and routines. Oh my gosh, it is one of our favorite episodes and we hope you love it as much as we did. So enjoy the show. Hi, ladies.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to a regular Tuesday transmission.
Today's not Tuesday, though.
Well, no, today it's not Tuesday. We're pre-recording this for you guys because I am going to be in vacation this week. So I hope you guys are following me on Instagram to seeing my wonderful trip is going.
Are you excited?
I am. No, I told you I'm not excited
You're
yet.
not excited.
No.
You're not excited. I forgot. You're like anxious.
I have anxiety right now. So, because I just have anxiety because I'm leaving for a whole week. And then at this point when this episode is airing, I'm probably going to be like, how's my baby? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's just been like I'm a little anxious.
It's the first time you leave the babies, but believe me, after you're gonna be
peace
out.
I've left him
bye."
before. That sounds horrible. I've traveled before. Like it's not like but it's just both of us are gone.
Yeah.
For a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's this morning. This morning I told my husband, I was like, babe, I think like we need to have a box, like can you we need to put like a box with like your life insurance policy, like the baby's like information, like my passwords, like, and then just give it to my mom and it's like, don't open it unless something horrible happens to us. And then my husband was like, what the hell? I'm like, well, I mean, think about it. Both of us are going to be flying for a long time. Like we're going to be in the air for 11 hours. Yeah. Like, I mean, do you know, like,
I've never thought about that. I never see it that way. I'm like, bye.
No, I'm like, I mean, I'm going to tell mom, like, here's this, here's that, like, you know?
Yeah, probably she's going to be like sleeping with it right next to her. Don't even look at it because you'll probably open it.
I mean, you know, just, I don't know. I thought about that stuff.
I don't know. That's something that, I don't know. I mean, we have to think about this kind of things, but I don't like to think about this kind of things.
No, but I mean, I don't know. Just I'm gonna be in the air for 11 hours.
Yeah. Well, if anything ever happens
obviously,
to me or my husband,
I'm sure
my kids are going to you.
Thank you.
Just saying.
And then I'm gonna send them to Oaxaca. No, just kidding. No, but again, I mean, I'm sure the plane will have Wi-Fi, and I'll be like nighttime here. So I guess when you guys wake up, I'll wake up there. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. How's your week?
My week is going great.
Wait, you went to Legoland yesterday.
So yeah, well, I wasn't sure about going, but 2 days ago we had a huge medical scare with Krista.
Yeah.
And she was really, really good. Well, at first she was super scared and I had to like convince her to go to the doctor. You know, she didn't want to go and she's older. So now she's like kicking and, you know, so yeah. I was like, well, if you come, like, I'll take you to Legoland. And she was great. She was very cooperativa. I don't know how to say that in English.
Cooperative.
Yeah. Well,
that
with the doctors, you know, the doctor was like, oh my God, you're doing great. Thank you. And she didn't cry, nothing, you know. So I was like, she was a champ. So I told my husband, like, we need to take her because even my husband was talking to her on the phone. She was like, nah, she was scared of getting shots.
Oh,
not the case, but, we really needed to go to the doctor. So, I told her I was going to take her and I think so many people had told us like, not bad things about Legoland, but just like, oh, it's boring,
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. And I wasn't really excited, but she's been watching the Lego movie over and over again for the past
great
week.
Movie.
I love that movie. And she's been watching it like it stops and it, again and again and again. And now she's like, todo es increíble. So she watches it in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, let's go. We went. And I want to move to Carlsbad just to have Legoland close to me.
It's not that far from LA.
It's not far.
It's like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The weather was perfect. And it's perfect for little kids. Mm-hmm. I think older kids wouldn't have as much fun, maybe at the water park. But the park itself, it's like super fun. And I think I've said this like 5 times today, but every big kid ride has a section for toddlers. So if Sabina couldn't go on a ride, she just kicked it in the little playground area with Legos and stuff. And they have Legos
By herself
everywhere.
Or with you?
No, with me.
Oh, okay.
And they have like
bye, Sabina.
No, so
see you when the ride's over.
My husband would go with Crista, or we would switch. And then they have areas where they have like thousands and thousands of Lego pieces, and they just go in and play and stuff. Uh-huh. And they loved it. They absolutely loved it. Sabina got on they have the, what do you call it? The caballitos, mm-hmm. the horses.
The merry-go-round?
She went on 3 times in a row. She didn't want to let me get her off. Like, nah, she would hold on to the thing. And I was like, okay. So we would go again and again and again. And she loved it. Like, so they had so much fun. They had a lot of fun. We didn't even get to see the whole park.
Really?
We didn't.
What made people make it? Okay, I don't know what people. First of all, I don't even know what people were talking about because I completely forgot who told us this.
Somebody told us this together.
But they were like, it's so small. There's nothing to do. There's like 2 rides and then you're out.
I know.
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, and they have this. They have
así empiezan los chismes.
I know, los chismes. So they have the Duplo, which is for little kids.
No, I don't.
The Duplo Legos is for little kids or bigger pieces.
Oh, is that what it is?
So
she gets them.
They have they have this little town for little kids, and then they have a bunch of like play areas for little kids and big kids, and I love that. And it's so cool to see how everything is actually made out of Legos. Like,
how much is it?
I think it's I got a coupon from the restaurant because we have this thing. It was like $80 to go. But like your baby wouldn't pay.
Per adult?
Per adult.
Each adult pays $80? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. And how much do the kids pay?
Krista, the same. I think Krista's was like $75. But your baby's free. Sabina was free.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much is Disney?
Disney is like $100 on peak days. Now it's $125
per person.
Yeah.
Per adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like a trip to the grocery store.
Yeah. $125.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I saw it because I bought a ticket for our cousin when he came, mm-hmm. and I was like, "Which weekend do you want to go? Are you sure you want to go on a weekend?" I was like,
"You don't want to wait until fall on a Wednesday."
Yeah, it was $125. I was like, "Oh,
wow!"
And I realized I haven't been to Disney since like winter. Good
for you! I'm so
proud.
A
long time. I'm having withdrawals.
You're going soon, right?
Huh?
You're going soon.
I don't know now. No, because I told
you
Krista,
just love Legoland.
I mean for Krista and Sabina, I think it's worth it.
It's like the perfect age.
It's a perfect age to take them.
I can't wait. Now I really want to take my kid.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Maybe I won't eat for a week and then I'll just me and my husband. I'm just kidding. All right. We have a 2 for 1 today.
2 for 1
or Tweaks. 4 for 2.
Remember the Tweakets from Magic Mountain?
The Tweakets? No.
We were too. It was
yes. You bought one and you got another one and you didn't come back with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Magic Mountain was my place to go when I was younger, dude. Back in my day.
Yeah, it was Magic Mountain.
That was like the thing. You go with someone you like and then they hold you in the line.
They hold your waist.
They hold your waist in line. They like hold you in the line and you like look around and then like,
That's your like go, if you like somebody, you would go with somebody.
To Magic Mountain. That was like my dream. Like, and then we can go to Magic Mountain together and then he can hold me. When my husband and I were dating, I was like, can we go to Magic Mountain? And then like we went together and I was like, oh, high school. My high school dream came
but
true.
Magic Mountain was like the every day. But when you were serious with someone,
you
would
were
go to
Disney.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
That was serious.
That was
That was when you were going steady with somebody.
Steady. I didn't even use that word.
No, when you were going around.
When you were going around with someone. God. Okay, so we have Yvonne and Sarah, founder of MomsLa, here to talk about all the wonderful things they're doing. I am so excited to have them here and like get to know them a little bit more. And I feel like now, like, well, I don't know if it's now that I'm a mom or like it's always happened, but now that I'm a mom, like I see around me a lot of moms who just really want to I feel like after you become a mom, like all you want to do is create a job around you that involves your kids or something that you can do that can like be part of this mom of who you are.
Right.
I mean, like you and I.
Right.
Do you know? It's like, let's do something with our kids. And like we started Super Mamás. So I think that it's going to be very inspiring, very informational for other moms that want to start something. So I can't wait to talk to them. So when we come back, we'll have Sarah and Yvonne. And we'll be right back. I love how when like the mic is off, we have these conversations. Which I'm like, I wish we were recording this.
Oh, we could recreate it.
Because we were just going on and on about our Disney stories and like how. Wait, what were you saying, Yvonne?
Oh well, so when I was like 19 or so, I went to Disneyland with this boy that I loved at the time, and we made out everywhere. And now when I see those kids making out at Disneyland, I'm just like, stop it, please, stop it. I'm like, you're standing too close to me, and I can see. No,
it's terrible. I didn't have those experiences. I didn't grow up anywhere
you
near
and your husband should go now and make out all over Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
You guys totally should.
Can you imagine?
You should have him hold you from your waist.
Yeah.
You should
sway.
You should recreate those pictures and post them on your website.
Oh,
Can you imagine if you saw a couple my age doing that?
And you have to wear ears? No. You do, though.
No, now we'll be like, oh, how cute. They're in love.
No.
Yeah. You would not say that. Yeah. You would absolutely not say that.
You know what they'd say? They'd say second marriage. You could wear T-shirts that say we're on our first.
I'm the trophy wife? Would that be my T-shirt?
Oh, yes,
awesome.
Girl.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, that would not be believable. But anyway, okay.
I do that though when I see
and then you come home and how do you cleanse your kids that you went to Disney without them?
I have done that actually.
You have?
And
I'm
doing that next
too.
week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not telling. But we're not telling them.
I know. I accidentally.
Hopefully they don't listen to the
podcast.
podcast.
They're like, Mom, I saw your Instagram. And you went to Disney without me.
Yes, they may see that.
So we're going to this thing next week called Disney Social Media Moms on the road.
Yeah.
So my kids are in school.
So wait, there's still like little girl inside of us still like, we go to Disney. Yay, we got our kids. Yay.
Are you bringing yours?
No, it's gonna be her second day in school.
Yeah, they just started school. I'm not pulling them out. Yeah. Sorry,
but you guys are happy to go to Disney without the kids.
Oh yeah. No,
right.
It's
like, probably like more fun for you guys. Like I get to go to Disney without the kids, and I have an excuse for that.
Yes. I'm bringing my son's girlfriend and her parents.
Wait,
but
okay, let's backtrack.
Yeah, wait, exactly.
Backtrack. Okay.
How old is this child?
So he's 12. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. They're boyfriend and girlfriend, but they don't do anything other than
except to go
text
to Disneyland together.
No, he's not going. He's not going. I'm just taking their girlfriend and their family.
If they ask to go to Magic Mountain, you know what it means.
Okay, I'm gonna be. Hold on 1 second, ladies, because you just brought on like this awesome. That's how you can tell if someone is like not Latina, because hell, I will take my son's girlfriend to Disney.
I am Latina. Oh. But he's not coming.
Oh.
He's not coming with us.
Don't I feel dumb?
No, he's not coming with us. Why?
Because I didn't know you were Latina.
No, don't feel dumb about that. No one knows I'm Latina. It's my whole thing.
Is this your come out day?
No, I had it. Did you go to We All Grow?
Yeah.
So I did a whole storyteller thing about how no one ever knows I'm Latina.
Oh.
Yeah. No one ever knows I'm Latina.
Does that happen to you when you're in stores and people like start talking about you in Spanish and you're like, and you come out and you're like, Oh, you don't speak Spanish?
I don't speak Spanish.
So
that's another thing.
See, then I have the opposite. So my children went to a Spanish immersion program for elementary school, and they go in the West LA. There's actually a lot of Spanish-speaking people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's like a huge Oaxacan community
And so
there.
people always speak to me in Spanish as if I probably understand, and it's very funny. I understand that's enough to say, I'm so sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, but it's very funny. So people always assume that I speak Spanish.
People won't speak to me in Spanish, and it offends me, but then I can't understand them if they did. So it's like, it's very hard to be.
Wait,
can't
but let's
win.
go back
You
to
can't
the
win.
boyfriend
Let's go back to
girlfriend
the boyfriend
thing.
girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you take her if she's not there?
Okay. Period. Like,
Oh.
whether
She
he's
said
there,
she has
she's
a
not
boy.
there.
I have girls. She has a
Yeah.
boy, but I'm sure she'll be like,
Oh no.
So wait.
Girl, you better
so
step.
So let's say like
Girl.
a friend says, I want to take your kids to Disneyland. Like,
No, their mom is going.
no, I know, but I'm
Okay.
saying for you, like if they were,
I
oh
don't-
yeah. I mean, if they're
don't know.
friends, but I don't know this situation
Well,
with girlfriend boyfriend.
they're in a relationship,
That's
but they
so
don't
cute.
do anything.
Like, do they change their status on Facebook?
No, they're not on Facebook because they're not old enough.
they're too young.
I will not be one of those parents.
but they
that lies about the age
but
on Facebook.
is it because you know what happens in the line at
Yeah.
Disneyland? Is that why you're saying?
I mean,
see.
I think there's so many levels to that. I think number one, but her parents are going, right?
Yeah, and he's not going.
Oh.
So they're just coming
Okay.
with me because my son is
Oh,
in school
okay,
and she's
okay.
not in school.
Okay.
So we're just because they're our neighbors but they are in a relationship, but they don't do anything. They've never kissed. They've never.
I'm sorry,
Sarah.
but
Have
I'm
you-
like
do you
I
know what
don't
these
know that I
titles
believe
are?
that.
I don't
They
believe
never-
that either. They're 12 years old.
But they're
That's
never
like,
alone together.
12 is like the new 17.
That you know of.
I know everything that he does. Oh my god, I'm a West LA mom. I know absolutely everything that.
A helicopter.
All they do, I'm a helicopter mom. Are we all? Come on. So
Wait, how do you know they don't do anything?
Because they're never alone together.
Like ever? Or do they go to
Never.
the same school?
No.
Okay.
So how do they know each other?
So they
all
used
over
to
your
be-
son's
I know,
business.
right?
So they
We
used
need
to
to know.
be. They used to be in the same school, and now they're not anymore. So they text each other, and occasionally they'll go to the movies with one of us, with one of the parents, and that's
Oh.
it. So
Do
it's
you
more
read his
like
texts?
I will not. I will not say that.
I can neither deny nor confirm that question.
Exactly. But it's funny.
That's so
and-
scary because
yeah,
I don't even
they're
think about that
friends.
stage yet. Like, just to get there. My kids are 4. I'm like, yeah, they're just like playing with Legos, and you're talking about like
Yes.
relationships already.
Enjoy the 4. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh my
Enjoy it.
Oh,
It's scary.
it is.
It's funny. I was just thinking about this, that there are so many things when you have a baby, it's overwhelming, and there's so many worry, and and it's like it feels like, oh, it's so hard, and then they get older, and then you're like, oh, it's going to be easier, and there's so many things that are you have your
Yeah.
body back a little bit, it's like you're not carrying maybe, but
You're not feeding.
right,
You're not changing diapers.
You still have to feed them. I'm sorry, but not with your
I mean,
body.
yeah.
But yes, but it's like, but then there's a whole other set of
Right.
things that come, like including college applications that we're doing now. So it's just there's every stage has its own set of things.
Right.
Yeah, it's not as physically exhausting. When my boys were little, like my younger one was transported by ambulance several times. He would go to the emergency room. He would just like fall
This
down.
happens to boys.
Yeah, like he had
God.
stitches. He had stitches in his lip.
Yeah.
He had
Mine
stitches in his
too.
eye. And then it was just constantly exhausting.
Yeah.
And then it just got, once they were in school regularly, it just was like you could breathe again. And
Yeah, we do a lot of driving. Like you're always driving to
Yeah.
activities and things like that.
Yeah, right.
But no, luckily not as many emergency room trips for us
Okay,
anymore.
let's backtrack. How old are your kids?
10 and 12.
13 and 17.
Okay, so
wow.
4-year gap, 2-year gap. Wow. Okay.
18 months. So they're
Girl.
really close. Yeah. Not planned.
Your husband is a savage.
Not planned. It was that one time.
I might
That one time.
I might have to tell him that someone called him
Yeah,
that.
I hope he's super
It was that
excited.
one time. He was super excited. I am.
I know he would probably like that.
He would. He'd be like,
Have you guys seen that? Sorry, side story. Have you guys seen that Tony Robbins documentary?
No.
Oh, you guys have to. But
There's
this
a lion. There's something with the lion, right?
There's this intervention that he does, and this guy who has been like completely demasculated by partner, and Tony Robbins is like, "There's a tiger inside of you. I want to hear him roar," and the guy goes, "Roar!" Anyway,
I mean,
side note. just
Okay,
side
all right,
note.
good.
I'll ask
Side
my
note.
I'll
husband
put
to
that
do
on my
that later.
Netflix
Yeah,
list.
and you're like. And then apparently they went that night and had like the best sex of their lives.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, anyway.
okay,
but-
I need to watch that
Alright.
part.
Apparently.
So 12 and 14, and then you were doing college applications.
Yeah, he's a senior.
So then what are your days like now? Because my sister and I are always talking about what our days like are now, with like little kids. What is your day now?
God, go
We'll
to
start with
sleep.
Yvonne.
Go to sleep. Go to bed
Yeah,
now.
that's
Put
her
your
advice.
phone in the other room. Go to bed, and then a couple hours later, get up. You have to get up now. Get up. Your carpool is coming, or I'm taking carpool today. Get up. That's mostly.
That's
And
my
then they're
It's
gone.
the-
And they're gone. And then do homework. Do your homework right now.
So we get like the 6-hour break from them, when they're at school. And then, so it's like the rush in the morning, getting them out the door. And, I drive a carpool. Yvonne drives a carpool some days. And then pick up times and all that because, they're not in after school programs. And, anyway.
And most of the day, I'm like, what day is it? What time is it?
Right.
Is it my turn?
Because we just started school again. So
Yeah.
we're back in the new routine. Yeah. It's like, is it my turn to pick up? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But then so we have this website, so we do spend our days when they're gone. We're working, we can be more
yeah.
focused.
I know I missed a school meeting this morning because I had to work. Like I didn't finish something that was due, and I got a text. I texted another mom asking her if she could do something. She's like, "I'm at the room mom meeting." I'm like, "Oh," and I said, "Oh, I had too much work to do. I couldn't make it." And then I'm like, "Why did I send her this text?" I have to look at my calendar before I text
funny.
people. Oh, it was bad.
And I love it how she like lowers her voice.
Yeah,
She's
I know. She's
shamed.
shamed.
There's
She's
always
shamed.
like so much shame. Like, oh my god, I missed the meeting.
I missed the mom meeting.
I
The mom
totally
meeting.
missed the after school program meeting for my daughter, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, I'm screwed. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I missed it. I was like, I had to do something today. And I was like, oh, man.
Okay, so let's go back to your website.
Okay.
Number one, how did you two meet?
Through blogging.
Yes.
Oh.
We had a mutual friend who was a blogger and introduced us. And, excuse me. And then we all started blogging together for this group. And then the group went away. And so then we were like, we should restart it.
Yeah.
And so we did.
Both of you guys. So it was
Yes.
just sort of like, through like a blogging meetup sort of situation, you guys just met up and then instantly like fell in love with each other. You guys just clicked. They're like, you have 2 boys, I have 2 boys. Like, let's make babies.
Totally.
Everyone we know
We-
has
we,
2 boys.
We said, let's make a
Yeah.
website. We didn't say,
Which is like a baby.
Yeah.
I'm
It
sure
is
it's
like
like,
a
how
baby.
long
It
have
It's
you
like a
had
child, yeah.
How long have you guys had your website? How'd you guys launch? Tell us a story of how MomsLa came to be.
Yeah. So
6
again,
years.
6 years, started in 2010. And again, we were part of this team of, actually bloggers all over the country, and they were in, different cities. And
that was when you said you had a blog, and people were like, now.
some
Back
people
in the day,
still
it's
say
still
that.
that, yeah.
There's some people that still say that, but
Yeah.
I think 6 years ago was. I remember 6 years ago when when I was introduced to the blogging world, and my friend, he's a food. Well, now he's like editor of a Vice.
Oh,
But
wow.
before he used to have his food blog, and it was. Well, I remember when eating with him. And like before he was eating, he would start taking pictures of his food. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I eat. I take pictures so I don't forget what I eat." I'm like, "What?" And then I mean, this was like 7 years ago. And then I went to Mexico for a trip to Oaxaca, and I started taking pictures, and people were looking at me like, "This woman is freaking
Yeah.
crazy!
Yeah.
Like, you're taking pictures." But the idea of taking pictures of your food was so out of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now you go everywhere, and I was like, see, you guys, I was ahead of
Yes,
everyone in
right.
here.
Well, and the camera phones were not good
No.
good
Right.
then,
So you had to take a camera.
you had to bring an actual camera and
yeah.
then upload the digital photos. It was, a whole other step. Oh my gosh. And
I
so,
know.
but yeah, my family knows now. We ordered dinner. My husband's like, nobody touch. Get the
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, I know. It's a thing right now. The food comes, we take pictures, we're like, okay, now, and then now we eat.
Now we
it's
eat.
it's like a routine now.
Exactly.
Okay, so then you
Oh,
keep
so
going with the story.
back on track. So
Okay.
so anyway, as that other group was dissolving, we were like, well, we want to keep the band together. So, and we actually pulled in new people, and we're like, let's just make a group of people, and we all kind of came together. So we keep the thing going.
And so we did that for a while, and then people started branching off, like our contributors started branching off and getting real jobs, I'll call them. And they didn't blog as much. Conventional jobs.
Thank you.
Correct. Thank you. That's much better.
20th century jobs.
Yes. And so then we decided to kind of shift the focus of MomsLa, and now to where it is now, where I'm the editor and Sarah's the CEO, and we have contributing writers. We talk about things to do in Los Angeles. We talk about summer camps, after school programs, and kind of just like what moms in LA need.
Right.
Oh, and we have Mom's Night Out because they really need that.
Nice.
How often do you guys do that?
Ooh, not often enough.
Yeah.
Once a
we're
year.
starting to do that.
No, we're like quarterly,
Yeah.
and we're gonna work up to monthly. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, it's really
And do you guys
fun.
have a newsletter, or is that how you guys keep moms sort of in the loop? Is it like, are there specific topics that you guys focus on?
Yeah, so on every Monday we have a different neighborhood guide. So we could talk about neighborhoods in Los Angeles forever because there are so many. So we do a different one every week, and then every Wednesday we have our Things to Do This Weekend post that goes up, and on Thursday our newsletter of Things to Do goes out.
Okay, great.
And we also have a really active Facebook community, so we share a lot on Facebook and have conversations on Facebook. And then we have our MomsLa site where we share other things. Like I did a sponsored post about HelloFresh. So I tried the meal kit delivery service HelloFresh, and Sarah tried it as well.
How was that?
It was great. It was really good.
It's nice to have
I
someone
liked
like
it.
do the shopping for you.
Right.
And the thinking, like I didn't have to think. Like
Right.
everything was all ready, and I just like
I've been
cooked
wanting
it.
to try that. I need one of those services.
We're
too.
doing a giveaway.
Yeah, you should enter.
So then how do you guys incorporate that into your everyday life? Like, how is it that, I guess, how does your day look like? I think that's another thing that I wanted to know, like, from you guys, because it's so much work, and I think a lot of people, because they look at you saying you're a blogger, is like, oh, you don't do anything,
Right.
you take pictures,
Yeah.
and you go to free events,
Well,
right? But
yeah.
it's like,
It's a
no,
lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
And
It's a
so,
lot of work.
yeah, I think there was a 5:30 a.m. Email from Yvonne today. So, it's like we get up before the kids so we can get some of the stuff out of the way. The email inbox almost never gets empty. That's just like a
Oh my
thing.
God. I spent 6 hours going through my emails. That's not true.
That's why I got all those
That was
emails.
a lie. That was a lie. I exaggerated quite a bit. I spent 2 hours.
All right, 2 hours.
It was more like 15
All right, it was 20 minutes. But anyway,
I was watching the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
So literally 2 hours.
Yeah.
I
So-
spent going through emails.
So, and then we write posts. Yvonne writes most of them. And so, but every once in a while I write one too. And then I'm sending out a lot of proposals.
Our contributor writes a lot.
Yes, actually, we have
She's awesome.
because there aren't enough hours in the day to
Yes.
do it all. But we're sending out proposals. We're
partnerships.
Yep, we're
Yeah.
looking for it because it is a business.
Yeah,
It's not a
right.
hobby, and it is definitely not. There's too many hours in the day
Yeah.
to have it be a hobby. So, what else? Oh, and then we have social media. So we're doing that. We also have a podcast, as
Yeah.
you know. And
Shout
so,
out, what's your podcast? Shout out.
Mom's LA. We try to make it easy.
Yeah.
easy to find us.
And how often do you guys publish?
Almost Monday through Friday.
The podcast or
The podcast.
Podcast
once a week.
Okay.
And then on the site we have a post almost every weekday, and sometimes on the weekends,
Yeah.
depending on what's happening. But one thing I wanted to say
You
about
guys are busy.
yeah, one thing I wanted to say about what we do is we treat it as a business, so we're very professional. So we try not to make I did make the excuse I moved this week, so this is why I didn't answer your email on time. But we meet our deadlines. We show up where we're supposed to.
Right.
A lot of moms we know we give the same kind of excuses for stuff when they can't do things.
Right. It's
so-
like, I'm a mom too, girl. I got them all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So we do, one of the other things we do is we help brands with blogger outreach. So we can
Right.
do events, we can do, posts across many blogs, we can do the outreach for them to the bloggers, right? And so, as we have come to learn, when you are doing this, you plan for, if you need 20 people doing the event, you invite 25 or 30 because there's always going to be a
Or
flake
like
out
60.
thing. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but I mean, even you confirm 25 or 30 because there's going to be a flake out factor, you know? So anyway.
What did we do? Sarah hosted an event and everyone came. It was amazing. I'm like, oh my God, everyone is here.
Everyone showed up.
Well, also, I think, I love what you guys do, because here's one thing that I learned when I became a new mom was that like my weekends were just like, what the hell am I gonna do this weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like every weekend's the same thing, and I didn't get that before. I mean, you know, weekends. Hey,
let's sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
nothing sounds so good.
I
Like,
know.
you know what I
I
mean?
know.
Nothing.
like weekends, you know, and like now it's like, oh my god, the weekend is here, and like, what am I gonna do with the baby? I'm with him all day. Not that I don't like my baby. It's just like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Here
definitely.
comes
Well,
the
I'm
weekend.
in the birthday
Yes.
season.
Oh yeah.
So there's a birthday party, or sometimes 2, or sometimes 3 the same weekend. So it's like, okay, pick and choose which one.
but so here's the thing here's my theory on birthdays.
Oh, birthday.
So like, what's cheaper, going to Disney or going to a birthday party? Well, not that you're gonna spend, but like it's
you
like,
mean throwing it or
Well,
actually going?
because if you let's say you have 3 birthdays on the weekend,
right.
that's like a birthday. That's 3 birthday presents, right?
Right.
so
And the outfit.
what's a good amount to spend on a birthday gift?
So I tried to stay under 15.
15?
Yeah.
When
And,
they're little, yeah.
and I was like, it was tough sometimes, you know, and then it's the same kids over and over again. And you're like, you know, and all the moms are comparing. Oh my God, it was
But
tough.
now the gift cards, when everyone gets a gift card, like, you know what everyone's giving on the gift card. It's like, oh my God. So now you have to, like, if somebody
I don't know.
gives your kid a
Yeah.
$35 gift card or a $50 gift card, you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Now, other people have, you know, spent a lot more than that. And I was just like, I do not have
I
enough money to spend.
know.
Because, sometimes
You
you're
know,
in
I'm
the
like,
circuit.
how much am I supposed to spend on a gift? How much is like good?
Right.
I'm like 25, 35. I don't know. You know, I don't know
couldn't
how much.
do
And
it.
then
For little kids, I think you can, like a Lego. But now Legos are so expensive.
Right.
Legos are like, some of them are like more than $100.
Yeah. I mean,
so
depending
I
on.
haven't gone to that like.
Yeah, and you know, like, so right now, all of the little kids at my youngest daughter's school are like turning, 2, because they're all, friends. So it's like a birthday party here, and next weekend is another birthday party, and another birthday party, and it's like the same parents, like you're saying,
You give
so
gift
I'm like,
cards to your restaurant.
for the kids,
That
right?
is such a great idea.
Yeah, like, and you can say like, oh, I wanted something for the mom, because you don't really get anything, so
Right.
this is a gift for you.
That's
That
right.
is
That's
true.
nice.
I'm gonna
That's
give him a
also really
Super
nice.
Mama shirt.
There you go.
And a gift card to the restaurant. That could just be like our staple
Yeah,
present.
and then you give it to everyone.
Yes.
I don't know. I think. See,
or a onesie.
I've only gone. I've only gone through one birthday party.
Now, here's the worst. What theme have you chosen?
What theme? Yeah.
I'm like, why do you have to have it? Is it required? I thought you just get a cake.
And let me tell you what I do with the theme when I see it. I'm like, okay, this is what the child likes, so let me find something around this for the child, right? But sometimes I feel like the mom chooses
Yes.
it.
Oh, they
and
do.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about the parents.
Oh,
The
yeah.
kids don't remember.
And then
Right.
and then I'm like, the other day I got an invitation and it was very generic, and I was like, I don't get it. What's the theme? Like, I can't read through this. Like,
Oh, no. You wanted the
Fantastic.
theme. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because I was
funny.
like, I can't read through this. Like, it's just happy faces. Like, what does this mean? You know, what is
What is joy
theme?
the theme? It's joy.
But like, actually,
An affirmations book, maybe.
Ooh.
my kids are turning, like, their birthdays are coming up in October, and I'm already like, Krista's already asking for, like, she wants a Frozen party.
Oh,
she-
yeah.
I'm like, girl, you're
I
like
would
3
love
years
to throw a
behind.
Frozen birthday party.
But then again, okay, so here's the thing, and then you throw a Frozen birthday party, and then all your presents are Frozen stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, really? Like, it was just a theme, guys. Like, I wasn't really
No,
trying to get
what I'm
Frozen.
going to do this, what I'm going to do this year is, like, I'm gonna put a note on the invitation saying no toys, please, because I do not need. I have toys.
People- We
What?
do that. We
Look.
did that every year.
No,
You did that?
they
No
don't
gifts.
listen.
No gifts. It
They
didn't
don't
matter.
listen.
And then someone yelled at me. They're like, "That is terrible."
What?
Yeah, they're like,
I
all
hope
the
you're-
other kids are getting gifts, and your kid is. I'm like, whatever.
No,
I
I
hope
feel
you're not
like
friends with that person anymore.
I'm like, just bring us a gift and it better be worth $50.
You know what? I think it would be a great thing, and I mean, here I'm coming out like Miss, Mother Teresa over here, but there should be like donation, like
Yeah.
donate to
Oh, yeah.
here,
Do that.
or
People
like
do
Let's
that.
donate to the Super Mama Fund.
yeah. Yeah.
People,
Yeah. Yeah.
People do that. People
Fun
do
me.
that.
Yeah.
Fundme.org.
But wait,
Super Mamás.
here's the worst. So this was when I was, in the circuit when my kids were like 4 and
when I
one.
was in the circuit.
In the circuit, you're out. It's a birthday party circuit. It really is, and you're like,
What
why
age?
again? What am I want to do something else this weekend? But so the worst is the goodie bags.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
because,
yes!
because
Yeah.
you're
Oh, my
spending
God.
money usually on junk.
Junk.
Sometimes every once in a while there's somebody gives a good thing, but it's like usually, and I did it too. Like
Yeah,
you just
me
be
too.
like, oh look, I'm spending all this money on the theme and the decorations
Yeah,
and the cake and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Now and food, and then I have to get a goodie bag too. So we all said to each other, and we looked each other in the eye. All the moms, we were like, no goodie bags. Let's do it. We can do it together. If we all agree that we're not going to do it, then it becomes a thing, and we're going to stick to it, right? And we were like, we're in. We're
And of
going to
course,
do
the
it.
first mom-
It's a blood feud. And yeah, next week she put out goodie bags. I'm like,
'Cause your
are you
kid was
kidding
probably
me?
like, where's the goodie bags, Mom?
And then you're right. My mom and I, when we have the birthdays, we go and get like a bunch of trinkets. And then when I get them, I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do with all this
Yes,
stuff? And it
exactly.
just goes into the
Goes
trash.
into the trash. Yep.
That would poison your kid if they started licking on it.
Okay, well, I have a good goodie bag kind of idea.
Okay,
That someone gave me that I went to a birthday party,
Uh-huh.
and they gave me this thing, and I was like, this is pretty cool. Because so it was a mason jar, which mason jars are not expensive,
Right.
Right. So instead of an actual bag, you get a mason jar, and you can use it as a cup in your house.
Yep.
Right. And inside it was one Lego.
Oh.
But it wasn't like, it was 2 pieces put together,
Okay.
and it was just like
That's
closed,
cool.
and it had like a little sticker with my baby's name on it.
Aw,
And then I
that's
was like,
cute.
This is it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This is
Yeah,
because
that's cute. And that
because-
took thought.
Yes.
and
yes.
I don't think it was expensive.
No. Sounds very
Right?
doable.
Yeah.
And
I could do that with our leftover Lego
exactly.
that are sitting on the floor.
Wait a minute. We could sell that to people doing birthday parties. We have so many Legos.
know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, but it was like it was very thoughtful.
Yes.
Very thoughtful. It wasn't
And
really
creative.
and creative.
Yes, I
And-
love it.
And I use a mason jar for myself because those are cups that I use.
Right.
And then my baby's Lego's still there. I still have it.
Nice.
And he still uses it. So
Nice.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's a good alternative
Actually,
if you
with-
guys want to give.
Yes.
Party
With
favor.
the little ones, like the 1-year-old, 2-year-olds, one of the best thing is like a giant beach ball.
Yeah,
Right?
they
First of all,
love
it's a
it.
great gift
But I
because
have
you
so
can
many
wrap
already.
it and they, it's like they have fun opening it, but they always pop.
Yeah.
That's what I find. And so you always need another one.
It
And
takes
that's
so much space. I do not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Or the other one that I saw for slightly older kids was a tie-dye party. And so they would each do a shirt and that was their gift. That
Oh,
was their
that's
goodie
cool,
bag
yeah.
too thing at the end.
Once we did a camping themed birthday party and it was spectacular. And I wrote about it for a website that I was getting paid to write this post. So I was very, very invested in this birthday party. So my husband made a sign with my son's name on it and it said his name and then campsite. And it was in the front yard and it was like out of wood and he burned the wood and painted it. It was beautiful. And we had like
A lot of work.
Yeah. Well, for him, that was fine.
The
Look
tiger.
at her doing it.
Yeah,
For the
I didn't do that
tiger.
part. I just made
Tiger,
we
right.
we made
Mr. Tiger.
Yes, Mr. Tiger
Fierce.
with his blowtorch. Yes, and I made s'mores cupcakes, and they were brownies with marshmallow fluff, and then a marshmallow on top.
Oh,
It was-
wow.
See, you eventually that
It was
mom that I look at
spectacular.
on Instagram, on
I
Pinterest,
know.
I'm like, why does she have to ruin it for
I
everyone?
know. She set the bar so high.
And then we got this ceramic pig and put charcoal in it, and then they roasted
Stop
marshmallows.
right now.
I know, right?
And then my sister,
You're like that. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
my sister made stencils, and they all made T-shirts.
Oh.
It was
Let me
spectacular.
rewind here because we were just talking about how
I
like
know.
parties blah blah, and
Yeah.
you come. You're like that one girl that's like, you're like that one girl that's like, oh, I'm gonna be cash today. Like, how are you go? I'm just gonna go in like jeans and shirt. And she shows up with like, jeans and shirt and heels and her hair done and makeup on. And you're like, I thought we were going to be cash. I am cash.
Yes.
Casual for me.
Yes. She
Everyone
would
knows
have
it.
broken the blood feud.
You're like
for
that.
Sure.
You're like that.
It was so good. And then
She can't stop talking
it was
about it.
when one year we did an Angry Birds birthday party, and my husband made a catapult. Out
Oh
of
my
wood.
God. Okay, are you still making this? Because I want to be in one of your birthday
No.
parties.
I know.
No.
No, now we're burnt out. Like we don't do anything. My
So at what
son
age
is having
do
a
you
birthday.
Stop having birthday parties.
Well, I'm trying to convince my 11-year-old that now it's time to stop.
Oh, we
because he
stopped
has
way
a
before.
birthday,
Really?
and I'm like, we're not. I think we're just gonna go to dinner. And he's really not. He's not happy about it.
I'm taking you to the Cheesecake Factory.
That's
Oh my god!
actually that
that's
would
a
be
good
good.
idea.
That's
He would
really
love that.
good. Those giant.
Or
cheeseburgers.
take him to Shakey's. There's like games there.
Yeah.
So there's you transition out
Is
by
there a
going to like
Shakey's?
Shakey's or
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck E.
or
Cheese.
something, but also movies. So like I would
Yeah.
take, you know, my son and a couple of his friends to a movie, you know, buy him pizza afterwards, done, you know, and they got the movie
that's
as
your
their goodie
transition
bag.
years. So okay, so at what
Yeah.
point do you stop having like the themed, let's sound out physical invitations and like
Yeah.
through the mail, like
We stopped that a couple of years ago. Just an email, like, come over.
We stopped
on
a
Friday.
long time ago.
Evite now.
Yeah, exactly.
at what age are you
Paperless
gonna
post.
stop? Paulina? How many? Because she's turning 5 this year, and
But
you're
she's
doing
like, because she's asking for it, you know. Not
Yeah.
she started asking.
He's
We're
still
barely,
asking at 11.
mine. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
The
he's
first
still
2 years
asking.
were all about me.
Yeah.
It was for me. The third, she asked for it. The fourth, she asked for it. That this one, she wants for it. I don't know. I have to play by
And-
ear.
Well, I
don't
know, but then like if you have kids that like one is younger, and then like the older one's like, well, he gets a birthday party. Why can't I get a birthday party?
I think they'll
Right.
tell you when they're done with birthday parties.
No, they want the
They
presents.
want-
they want
They
the
want the
presents.
presents.
Yes.
So,
But if they never get presents, that's gonna be my thing. I'm never gonna get presents. I'm gonna
Probably
do like
what people
but then the
want.
other
Oh.
kids get presents.
Then they'll see them at
They'd
the
have
other
to. You'd have to
parties.
homeschool them, and then never take
oh,
them
because
out.
school, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then school people are like, oh, it's someone's
even-
birthday today.
But
Yeah.
families always bring over a
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah, at Christmas we don't buy much because the relatives give everything. And they're like, "What did you get us?" I'm like, "Nothing."
we always say in our
We did
family,
your birthday instead.
I'm like, let's put a budget. Like, this is how much we're gonna spend, right? And we're like, okay. And then somebody always comes with like a more
Yeah.
expensive present and makes the other ones look bad.
Yes.
You know, I'm like,
Yes.
damn, I
Always
thought we
happens.
said $15. This was $1,500.
See,
Like,
there is a theme here with people not following the rules.
I know.
I like to make the rules and not follow them.
Well, you know, I guess because you're like, I'm gonna make this, but then I'm gonna look good in front of everybody, and then
because I know everyone else is gonna follow the rules,
Right.
and I'm gonna come on top.
Yeah.
No one follows the rules. I just like good parties. I like to have parties. I like to have lots of food.
Well,
You
you
guys
know, let
just
me tell
realized
you,
I like to
we
have it at
spent
our
almost an
house.
hour talking about birthday
I
parties.
know, right?
Oh,
It's crazy.
Are we done?
my daughter's first birthday party, I had 100 people. Yeah, I topped all of you.
That's my
Yes,
wedding.
you
I had
did.
100 people at my wedding.
You did?
Well, the first
my
birthday-
yeah, it was more people than my wedding. My
Yeah.
wedding was like 70 people, and then my daughter's
Yes.
first birthday it was 100 people.
Wow.
Well, it's a huge
That's
milestone,
spectacular.
you know, and that's kind of a holdover from, you know, the days when it really was a milestone for a different reason. But, you know, it's like, I mean, in Hawaii, I grew up in Hawaii, and it's you do a luau for the baby's first year. You know, it's a really big
Oh
deal.
yeah, in Korea, it's
Korea.
a huge deal. Korean
thing.
baby, like it's
Yeah.
their first birthday
Yeah.
is a huge
It's big.
deal.
It's
Yeah, they
big.
have this thing,
I had
remember?
6 people for my baby's birthday party for him when he turned 1, and then I had 2 people at my wedding: my husband and my brother.
Oh.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the priest or justice of
Oh,
the
and the
peace? or-
justice. So I guess
Okay.
4 of us were.
Okay.
Were you busy that day?
No, wait, let me tell. She didn't
Yeah,
tell
what's the
us.
story
She
here?
didn't tell us until like 2 days later. Yeah.
No,
Did
I told you
everybody
the next
freak
day.
out?
Oh well, and the only reason she told us the next day was because it was Thanksgiving, and everybody was there, and she had
That
to.
was not the only reason I told you. That was my plan.
Yeah.
Oh.
My plan was to save money on my wedding. So I was like, people are already going to spend money on Thanksgiving, right?
Okay.
Right?
Wait, did you have a wedding cake instead of pie?
No, it
Wait,
was
the
like
cake
okay.
is the best
so
part of
we're
the
we're
wedding.
having dinner.
That's why I go to birthday parties.
Look,
We were
I'm like,
done.
I'm like, all our family will be together at one table.
Okay, fair enough.
My mom will cook. We'll have food for everyone. It'll be like a celebration. And at the end, when everybody gives thanks, we can be like, BTW, we got married yesterday.
Oh,
That's exactly what happened. My dad was like in shock.
Everybody
right.
looked at us like,
but yeah, were people
Were they angry?
joyous or?
I mean, we were like, what? Like, okay. My dad was like, are you serious? My dad didn't believe it. Like, he thought it was a joke.
And then my brother busted out with the phone like, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I was like, how come you didn't tell me? Like, how come I wasn't there? And then everybody was, I mean.
She must like your brother more than she likes
Oh.
you.
No, here's the reason.
It's okay.
Because I know if she would have gone, everybody would have known within
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, my
right.
sister.
She would
I
have
can't
called
tell
my other sister,
anything.
like,
Yeah.
hey, don't tell anyone. And the other one would have called like my mom, like, hey, so tomorrow we're going to tell you
Yeah.
something.
Right.
And
I know
the
you'll
only-
be cooking all day, but stop and,
And, like,
come
yeah,
to
and I know the only person that holds a secret in my family is my brother.
He does.
The
He
only
really does.
person in her family that holds a secret. I can't. I'll be real. She can't. And my little sister definitely cannot.
The other day I told my little sister, I'm like, did I tell you this? And she was like, oh yeah, I already know. I was like, damn, okay, somebody beat me to it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, my dad was like, what? And we actually, that weekend, we were like, we should plan something. We were going to put together a wedding for them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, my parents were just fighting. And I was like, ah, never mind.
That's the
Forget
thing.
it.
I just think there's so much commotion around
Oh,
weddings
there
all
is.
the time.
No, you're right.
You know? And I'm like, for what? I just want to be happy. Like,
Yeah.
Bold
and,
move.
and at Thanksgiving, everyone's thankful, so no one can be angry.
Did it
Wow.
really work out that way?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You know,
Yeah, they were kind of, I was like, did we not just say thank you?
and I think you have like one picture of your wedding. And
I'm
it's
like-
not even of the actual wedding. They're just sitting in a bench. And that's
Wait,
it.
No, I have one of the actual.
Oh, you do?
Mm,
Oh, good.
secret.
Okay.
Apparently,
Yeah.
she
I
kept it
haven't seen
secret.
that one.
Yeah.
It's in the vault next to.
You should put it on Instagram.
Is that
next to the life insurance?
is
policy.
that gonna be in there in that box?
That's that box I'm gonna give mom.
For the in
All right,
case.
guys, let's go take a break. And when we come back, we'll come back with our Super Mama pick or tip of the week with LA moms or Moms LA, Sarah and Yvonne. And we're back. We're Super Mama, and we're back, and our guests are still here,
Hello.
which is a great
We're
sign.
never
Oh,
leaving.
yes. No.
Which is a
We're
great
here.
Thank you, ladies, for not running away. We're back with our Super Mama pick or tip of the week.
So
Paulina?
I'll go first. So I don't know if I've said this before, but it's very helpful. Like for me, like yesterday that we went to Legoland, it's a long trip. You know, it's all the way down in San Diego, so we had to come back. And always putting the kids in the car after a long day and then getting them off the car, it's a nightmare, right? Everybody's like at night and then getting home and changing them. So what I always do when I take trips like that is I take their PJs. And I pack their PJs, and before we leave wherever we are, I put their PJs on. I make them go to the bathroom, make them go pee, you know, Krista, make her go to the bathroom. And then I'm like, okay, we're done. So if she falls asleep in the car, she's already gone to the bathroom. She already has her PJs on. We get home, we take them out of the car, and we put them to bed, and that's done. So it's so easy. It makes things so much easier. The baby still wakes up and cries a little bit, but she's already on her PJs and ready to go to sleep. So it just makes it so much easier.
Great tip.
So that's my
a
tip.
good one.
That's a great tip.
Do you have one?
My tip, I actually have a recommendation. So this past weekend, I did a girls' trip with my childhood friends.
Oh my God.
And one woman I hadn't seen her in 5 years, and she was my best friend growing up. Like,
Wow.
I would not have survived.
You'd been in touch.
childhood.
That must
We'd
have
been
been
in touch. Like
so
we
much
text all the
fun.
time. It was wonderful, and it was not a convenient weekend. We moved the next day, and I'm operating on 4 hours of sleep a night, about trying to catch up with everything. But it was so worth it, and it was so fun. And we saw Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my God.
Jay?
I want to go see her
Jay
so
Lo.
bad.
It was so
She kills her, right? She's like,
good. No,
not
it was
human.
amazing. She's not human.
yeah, I don't get it.
It was
What is, I
unbelievable.
know, like, how old is she? And look at the way she
She's
looks.
she's my age or maybe a year older, and I don't look like that. But I wish I
Kinda.
did.
You kind of do.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it and hold on to it forever. No,
Yeah.
but definitely like get together with the ladies. Is
Right?
what I have to say.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
really
yeah.
like
Self-care.
and we all are in love with each other. So everyone's like, no, you're prettier, you're better, you're smarter.
I
You're
know.
the
That's the
smartest.
best.
You're the most awesome.
And I hope you guys are
love
not the
you."
people that are like, no, I'm not. You guys are like, yeah, thanks.
Well, we were like, no. And then they're like, yeah, you are. It's like, okay. Yeah. Kind of.
And it's
awesome.
Vegas, right? It's always
Yeah.
fun to go with the girlfriends.
Oh my gosh, it was great. It was great.
Fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Sarah?
So it's back to school season for
Back
us.
to
Our
school.
schools, our kids have started. Sorry, our schools have started. And so, for me, like actually having a plan to get through the week really helps me feel calm about everything. and a calm mom is a good mom.
Yeah.
So I do on Sundays, I package up all the snacks and the little things for their lunch bag. So
Oh.
like there's 5 little packages of carrots and 5 little packages of grapes and, pretzels, whatever I'm going to put in, and I plan out all their lunches because at 6 a.m, I don't want to think about things like that. I just want to know that I'm doing it,
That's a great idea. That's a great idea because I'm going to, starting next week, I'm going to do 2 lunches every day.
Yep.
Oh God,
Yeah.
you're right.
I always
Pre-packing.
want to be that mom, and I never am. I'm like, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, where are the grapes? I don't know where the bags are. God.
Well,
You
and
still pack lunch for your
Carpool's here.
17-year-old?
actually, I do. Is that bad? I'm sorry.
No,
But the thing
you
is,
better start packing lunch for me.
but the thing,
Yeah.
oh my God, this woman is tough.
She is tough.
at 17, he's better start paying rent.
The truth is that he doesn't really eat it much because he's on this whole, he's transformed his body in the last year. So he's he lost 30 pounds. He works out all the time. And so he's like, Mom, I need more protein. You're this too much carbs. I don't want any of this stuff.
That would make me throw the lunchbox at him and be like, make your own.
Basically,
damn lunch.
he does make his own lunch. I don't he's just like, I just need a protein bar.
For the
Fine.
12-year-old, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then he
yeah,
doesn't
I
eat
guess.
anything. So whatever. He's a whole nother thing. But anyway, but I
in my
do
mind,
it.
they go and they eat everything.
And I feel like it's just it's my thing. And maybe you're right. You're right. Now I'm questioning everything I do.
But you're like me. I like to control the food, whether they eat it or not. I like to think, okay, I'm doing something. And that's something.
I'm still doing something for
making
you.
their lunch.
He's eating that food off of his girlfriend's body. That's what he's doing.
Oh
No.
my God.
He's like, let me dip
There's
this
an
carrot.
image.
Oh.
She cannot even
No.
look at her
No.
face. She can't. I'm
I
sorry.
I hope
Am I
her
horrible?
parents. I hope
Am I
her parents are
horrible?
not listening.
Am I
I
horrible?
can't
No.
believe it.
No.
Do you know
I
what
wish-
12-year-olds
I'm
are like?
gonna
I wish-
No, they're not.
I
They're-
wish you could see her face.
Yeah.
She's dying.
They're
I'm
not
horrible.
That way.
I'm horrible.
They're not that way.
They're not that way.
It's called puberty, and
No.
it's happening.
No, it's not. It's not happening. They're just best friends. They're just besties.
Oh
Okay,
my
I'm gonna
God.
go.
Don't be mean.
I'm gonna lie over here in the fetal position and cry a
She
little
has
bit.
to run home and put him on a leash.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's gonna be like, I hate you, ladies. What did you do to my mom?
Ever since Mom went to that show, she changed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I can't wait to hear your tip.
I have a son, and I should
Oh.
not be saying these things, but it just keep coming.
Oh,
It
no.
will, she said to him.
Oh no. Oh no.
It will be your reality sooner than
Well,
you
when
know.
I
we
know.
so we did work on our house,
She's
and
like,
I was
I can't wait until your baby turns 12.
and I'm like, we have to make sure we have something on the windows. Because the way that I used to sneak out of the windows, like the way that I would
yeah,
take the
yeah,
screen
yeah.
off, it has to be where he can't take the screen off. My husband's like, I don't think he's going to do that. I'm like, you have no idea. He comes from me,
But wait a
and
minute.
I did everything. to
You're
get
the one
out.
saying that, and then you're the one. Okay,
No.
I'm just saying.
But they're
Yeah.
better than me. They're more. You know how nice my husband is. No, they are. My husband is like the nicest, sweetest, rule-following man.
Savage.
No,
The
he's the nice,
savage.
and so they're like him. They're like real sweet and stuff.
I'm kidding.
I don't
I'm
think
kidding.
they're gonna do
Diosito,
that.
por favor. Let me cover myself. Cut.
She's hitting herself
I'm
with this
kidding.
rope. I don't know what's happening.
Me está dando una limpia right now. Like, it doesn't come back to me. No, my tip's just going to be something different. I was going to go with like a beauty tip, health tip. But this morning, I posted a picture on my Instagram about this thing I'm drinking now with chlorophyll. Have you guys heard of chlorophyll?
No.
It's supposed to be like really great for you. That's gonna be my pick.
Isn't that
It's
what
gonna
they
be
drug
chlorophyll.
people with when they date
No,
with them?
that's chloroform.
Oh,
Oh. I know where your mind. See, you're a kid.
Yeah, dude.
You know, if I
You're
was
not helping your case.
date rape.
what? It sounds the same. I don't.
Date rape.
I just report the news.
You know, I really hope the parents of the little girl are not listening right now.
Yeah.
Like, you are never seeing that kid ever again. But Dad, I love him.
Don't even try to separate them because then they'll fight.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Harder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just
They'll
keep
fight
it
for your
going.
love.
Romeo and
just go with
Juliet.
it. Just
Yeah.
go with
They're
it.
just
Come on.
besties.
Anyway, chlorophyll,
Anyway,
ladies.
okay.
Get it on Amazon. It's supposed to be really good for you.
What does it taste like?
It's kind of minty. Chlorophyll.
minty.
It's green.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be
from plant stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's called like the blood of the plant.
Ooh.
That's what they call it. It's supposed to be super good for you. It's helped you with like fatigue, and it's supposed to help you with like it's cleanse you from everything,
Okay.
detoxify you, everything you can think of.
Do you
This thing
feel
does.
detox?
I definitely do. I do. I do. You know, it's weird
Good.
because I am like, is it making a difference? I think it's
Did you
helped
also
my
stop
mood.
drinking at the same time?
You know, I haven't drank since I started taking it, and maybe usually like I come home and like I'll have like a glass of wine or like a bottle, and I lately like I haven't. Now that you mention it, no. I haven't drank anything.
All right, just the chlorophyll.
I miss alcohol.
Just the chlorophyll.
All right.
Oh, I am going to be drinking a lot this week.
Oh yeah, you are.
Good luck finding me sober if you ever call me. All right. This is horrible. Never mind.
Yeah, there's been a lot of things said in the podcast today.
Thank you guys so much for being here. This is so much
Oh
fun.
my God,
It was
it's
so
a
much
pleasure.
This
Guys.
is so much fun. Thank you guys so much. Where can we find you, ladies? What's your Instagram? What's your website?
Moms
Go.
LA, Moms LA, Moms LA.
At MomsLa, at momsla.com.
Yeah.
Moms
Momsla on
LA.
Facebook.
You're Yvonne LA mom, right? You're
Yvonne in LA.
Yvonne in LA.
And
No, you can't spell it. It's my German last name. Sorry, but just Moms LA. That's
Yeah.
great.
Moms
Just go
LA.
there. It's easy, easy.
Mom's LA. Very easy. Thank you guys so much for coming, Sarah. and
Thank
Mom.
you. It was so much
you.
fun. Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
And you can always find us.
At _Super Mamás on Instagram, _Super Mamás on Twitter, and Super Mamás Podcast on Facebook.
And supermamaspodcast.com, where you can find a picture of these two beautiful ladies and a link to their website
Yes.
if you're not a member of their community. And links to everything we spoke about, including a picture of Yvonne Savage Man, so you guys can see him.
oh, so many things that need to be explained.
All right, lady, we'll see you guys next week. Super Mama.
Super Mamás.
Bye.
Bye.